Y'all, it's Danielle, and welcome back to Rosetta Vera. Today we're going to be swatching out these Mondo Llama colored pencils from Target. There's 12 pencils in the pack. You probably saw me swatch the 12 pack of Crayola pencils, so this is supposed to be Target's version of these same pencils. So let's get into them and see what they swatch like. All right, so these, I tried to put these in Roy G. Biv order. There are some differences from the Crayola pack I swatched earlier. So there's similarities and differences. So the first, I guess, similarity is 11 of these pencils are the same, I guess the same name as the ones that actually, no, 10 of the pencils have the same names as the Crayola pack. No, Danielle, I'm looking again. Sorry. 9 of the pencils have the same names as the Crayola pack. And then these two pencils have similar shades, but different names. And then also the Mondo Llama pencils have a tan pencil in their pack. And then that's where that differs from Crayola's pack is Crayola has a red orange, and there's no red orange in this pack. So those are the differences from the Crayola pack. I know I just said a whole bunch of stuff, and I hope you caught all of that. So let's get my notebook out, and we'll start swatching these and take a closer look at them. So these pencils come pre-sharpened. They have the Mondo Llama name on the side and the pencil color. So the coating on them feel very similar to the Crayolas. So they're very smooth. There's a little bit of texture to them, but not as noticeable as the Prismacolors that I've swatched, I think a week or two ago. So let's start with red. Oops, there's a lot of loops in that red. So at first glance, these don't seem as pigmented as the Crayolas. Like I had to press down pretty hard to get that color on the paper. Let me see, there's orange. We have yellow. I'm definitely working a little harder to get the color on the paper. This is yellow green. We have dark green. That is another difference from the Crayolas. It's just called green in the Crayolas. We have blue. We have bright blue. And just ignore that pink spot. We have purple. We have black. We have brown. We have tan. And we have white. So my initial thoughts, they're not bad. They're not Crayolas, but they're not bad. I believe this pack cost me 50 cents. So, and I think my Crayolas cost $1. So I think you can save the 50 cents and you won't feel bad about it. They definitely feel different than Crayolas, even though I think that the actual colors are similar. I'm gonna actually flip over to my Crayola page. Let's see if I can find it. So we have our Mondo Llamas here, and then we have our Crayolas here. So the Crayolas were definitely softer and smoother to lay down on the page. These I had to work a little harder. But again, they're similar. They're similar. They're not the same, they're similar. I still say I prefer the Crayolas, but what I also want to say is I think the Crayolas weren't sharpened as sharp as these Mondo Llamas. And it's possible as these wear down, they may feel a little bit different. There's definitely a difference in the lead that you can feel as you're putting the color on the paper. Because I definitely, even like listening to the scratching sound on the paper, I could hear it more with these than I heard it with the Crayolas. So I think it's a minor thing. I don't think it's something that's going to take away from the coloring experience in a big way. I think it's just like this subtle difference that you may notice. But I think that's also me. And I think if you colored a lot, you might notice that difference. But I don't think it's such a big difference that you're going to be like, oh my God, I hate these. I think that these are fine to have in your collection of pencils to use for coloring in different projects. And again, they were 50 cents. So who's going to argue with 50 cents? I like the fact that they threw that tan color in there. So I mentioned in the Crayolas, there was a red orange, and the red orange was very similar to the red. So I don't know how often you're going to use the red orange since they're so similar, but I'm definitely going to use a tan, you know, especially as a brown person. That gives me more options to draw brown people. So I like the fact that there's two colors of brown in the pack that I can draw people who look like me or color people who look like me. And I think some kids would appreciate that. Other than that, the differences in colors, they're not big differences. I think similar to Crayola's sky blue, the bright blue in this pack is not really giving me sky blue. It's leaning into teal turquoisey blue. I think it depends on the light you're in. This one is definitely more blue than the one in the Crayola pack. So overall, I think these are decent pencils for what I paid for them. I think that if you want to add some more basic primary colors to your collection of pencils, it's worth the 50 cents. So if you see them, pick them up. Other than that, thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.